Sleep has always been a great mystery to humanity. In the early scientific studies, it was believed that the brain simply shut down during this period. But today we know that the mind remains active and can access deep states of consciousness. In the video, Where Does Your Consciousness Go During Sleep?, we explore the idea that sleep is much more than just biological rest. It can be a portal to spiritual experiences, lucid dreams, and even out-of-body journeys. But what if I told you there are even more layers to explore? There are phenomena that conventional science still doesn't fully explain, such as altered states of consciousness, the activation of the pineal gland, technological advancements in inducing lucid dreams, and even the possibility of accessing information beyond our timeline. In this video, we'll dive deeper into these mysteries and reveal new aspects of sleep that could transform the way you see your nights of rest. Now tell me, have you ever had a dream that felt way more real than it should have? Any experience that made you question whether it was just a dream or something bigger? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might bring new perspectives to this mystery. And if you haven't watched the first video about sleep, make sure you do, as it complements everything we're going to talk about here. I'll leave the link in the description for easy access. Sleep isn't the only time our consciousness can access deep and mysterious states. There are various ways to reach altered levels of perception, which can reveal experiences similar to lucid dreams and astral projections. But what exactly are altered states of consciousness? We can define them as any mental condition that differs from our normal waking state, allowing us to perceive reality in an expanded way. The most interesting part is that these changes in perception can be induced in various ways, whether through ancient techniques like meditation and shamanic trance, or even spontaneous experiences like near-death experiences. Buddhist monks and advanced meditation practitioners report reaching deep levels of consciousness, similar to REM sleep and even astral projection. Scientific studies show that during meditation, the brain enters altered states, similar to those occurring during deep sleep, but without the need to sleep. Research using functional magnetic resonance imaging has revealed that experienced meditators show activity in the prefrontal cortex, an area of the brain associated with consciousness and control over lucid dreams. This means that through meditation, it's possible to access states that allow us to explore subtle realities, much like in dreams and astral projections. Shamanic traditions from various cultures believe that we can travel to other realities without needing to sleep. Shamans enter altered states through rhythmic dances, drums, deep breathing, and even entheogenic plants like ayahuasca and peyote. During these experiences, shamans report encounters with spiritual guides, visions of other planes of existence, and even access to information about healing diseases. Interestingly, many of these experiences resemble accounts of astral projection and lucid dreams, suggesting that there is a connection between different altered states. Near-death experiences, NDEs, are one of the most intriguing phenomena of consciousness. People who have undergone cardiac arrest and were revived often report sensations of floating, expanded consciousness, and visions of another reality. Many describe being aware outside of their body, observing the surroundings, and even traveling through tunnels of light or encountering spiritual beings. The most impressive part is that some patients are able to describe precise details of what happened in the operating room while they were clinically unconscious. This raises an important question. If consciousness can exist separate from the body during an NDE, does this mean it can also travel to other planes during sleep? Another method that allows access to altered states of consciousness is hypnosis, which is used to access repressed memories and even past lives. In hypnotherapy sessions, some people report very vivid experiences of different realities, as if they were reliving past events. Whether these memories are real or just creations of the mind is still a mystery, but consistent reports suggest that hypnosis can function as a portal to access hidden aspects of consciousness, much like dreams and astral projection. If we can access deep states of consciousness through meditation, shamanic trance, hypnosis, and even near-death experiences, then sleep might just be another gateway to dimensions beyond the physical. This means that our nighttime experiences aren't just brain fantasies, but rather real interactions with different levels of existence. The pineal gland has been a source of fascination and mystery for millennia. For science, it's a small structure located in the center of the brain, responsible for regulating biological cycles like sleep and producing hormones like melatonin. But for esoteric and spiritual traditions, the pineal is much more than that. It is considered the third eye, a portal to other dimensions and expanded states of consciousness. Many ancient cultures believed that the pineal gland was the key to accessing the spiritual world. In ancient Egypt, the symbolism of the Eye of Horus closely resembles the internal structure of the pineal when viewed in a cross-section of the brain. Hindus and Buddhists also reference an energetic third eye, represented by the sixth chakra, which is associated with intuition and vision beyond the physical. But why is this small gland so important? Scientific research has shown that the pineal gland is more than just a regulator of sleep. It has a structure similar to that of the eyes and contains apatite crystals, which may react to electromagnetic fields. In addition, there is evidence that the pineal gland may produce DMT, dimethyltryptamine, a substance known as the spirit molecule, responsible for generating mystical experiences, visions, and the sensation of separation from the physical body. DMT is found in certain plants used in shamanic rituals such as ayahuasca, and is known to induce highly vivid states of consciousness, similar to lucid dreams and astral projections. Researcher Dr. Rick Strassman conducted studies on DMT and found that many people who underwent the experience reported encounters with spiritual beings, access to other dimensions, and out-of-body journeys. During sleep, especially in the REM phase, brain activity increases, and there are indications that the pineal gland is activated in this process. If it indeed releases endogenous DMT during sleep, this could explain why some dream experiences are so intense and realistic, including lucid dreams and astral projections. Some esoteric traditions teach that the activation of the pineal gland can facilitate contact with other dimensions. Techniques such as meditation, exposure to natural sunlight, and intermittent fasting are often mentioned as ways to decalcify and activate this gland. If the pineal is truly a portal to experiences beyond the physical, how can we stimulate it to access these states? Many believe that the fluoride found in water and toothpaste contributes to the calcification of the pineal, reducing its functionality. Opt for filtered water and fluoride-free toothpaste. Natural sunlight is essential for keeping the pineal active and healthy. Spending time outdoors, especially in the morning, helps regulate biological rhythms and boosts melatonin production. Meditation techniques focused on activating the third eye can stimulate the pineal. Deep, rhythmic breathing also helps oxygenate the brain and activate consciousness. The pineal responds to light and dark stimuli. Avoiding screens before bed and sleeping in a completely dark environment can improve its activity and allow for more vivid dreams. Imagining a violet or golden light at the center of the forehead can help stimulate the pineal. Many astral projection practitioners use this technique before sleeping. Some cultures use natural substances to stimulate altered states, like ayahuasca, which contains DMT. However, techniques such as fasting and binaural sound can produce similar effects without the use of external substances. If the pineal gland truly plays a role in DMT production and activating altered states of consciousness, this could mean that our dreams are much more than just creations of the brain. They could be portals to other realities, and more. If we learn to control the pineal and stimulate its activity, we could explore these states more consciously, enhancing our ability to access information beyond the three-dimensional reality. Perhaps while we sleep, our consciousness is actually freeing itself from physical limitations and accessing realities that science still doesn't fully understand. While we sleep, our body rests, but our consciousness may continue to be active in different levels of reality. Many spiritual traditions and astral projection reports claim that, upon leaving the body, we may encounter environments and entities from various frequencies. Some of these experiences can be enriching, but others can be challenging and even frightening. The good news is that just as we can protect our physical body from external influences, We can also create energetic defenses to ensure peaceful sleep and safe spiritual experiences. During sleep, our mind enters a state of heightened sensitivity and receptivity, becoming more susceptible to external energetic influences. This explains why many people report intense nightmares, spiritual attacks, feelings of suffocation, such as in sleep paralysis, or the impression of unknown presences in the room. Moreover, when we perform astral projection or become lucid in a dream, we can access different layers of reality. Depending on our vibrational frequency, we can tune into higher, more peaceful dimensions, or, if we're emotionally charged, be drawn into denser environments. The key to a safe experience is learning how to shield yourself energetically, ensuring that any journey outside the body is protected and positive. Here are some essential practices to ensure a peaceful and protected sleep. Perform an energetic cleansing in the environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for rest. Before sleeping, avoid clutter and keep the space tidy. Use herbal incense like white sage, myrrh, or palo santo to purify the energy in the room. If possible, place a glass of water with coarse salt next to the bed, changing it in the morning to absorb dense energies. Visualize a protective light. Lie down and imagine a golden or violet light sphere surrounding your body. This light acts as an energetic shield. If you want extra protection, visualize this light expanding and filling the entire room. Mentally repeat phrases like, "I am protected. Nothing can harm me. My energy is strong and elevated." You can use some crystals like amethyst, which is known for its ability to transmute dense energies and facilitate safe astral projections, or black tourmaline, which absorbs negative energies and helps prevent energetic attacks, and clear quartz, which amplifies protection and strengthens the spiritual connection. Place a crystal of your choice under your pillow or beside your bed to strengthen your energy. In addition to all of this, we can use mental commands and direct our intentions before sleeping. Strengthen your intention by saying phrases like, "No negative energy can affect me during sleep. Only positive and elevated experiences will reach me." If you want to have a safe astral projection, you can program your mind with phrases like, "Tonight, I will have a conscious and protected experience in the astral." If you follow any spiritual beliefs, say a prayer asking for protection before going to bed. Asking for help from spiritual guides, mentors, or benevolent beings can strengthen your energy and keep your vibration elevated. Some nighttime experiences may indicate that your vibration needs to be adjusted before going to sleep. Dreams of being chased or dark environments, for example, may be reflections of repressed emotions or signs of tuning into denser frequencies. The feeling of a presence in the room, if it's not just an illusion of the mind, could be a more acute energetic perception, and in these cases, using protection techniques before sleep can help neutralize unwanted influences. Additionally, some people experience negative sleep paralysis, feeling fear or sensing threatening presences upon waking, unable to move. Keeping a high vibration and adopting energy cleansing practices can significantly reduce these occurrences. If you notice that your nighttime experiences are becoming intense or disturbing, it could be a sign that it's time to review your bedtime routine and apply effective methods of protection and energy harmonization. Sleep doesn't have to be a vulnerable experience. We can use this time to connect with higher dimensions, explore consciousness, and receive spiritual teachings. However, just as we protect our bodies in daily life, we also need to take care of the energy in our astral field. Science and technology are advancing rapidly to understand one of the greatest mysteries of the human mind: what happens in dreams and how we can influence them. For centuries, dreams were interpreted only as subjective creations of the mind, but recent research indicates that they may contain valuable information about the workings of consciousness and even about realities beyond ordinary perception. Today, scientists and engineers are developing methods to map, induce, and even record dreams, opening doors for revolutionary discoveries. Lucid dreams, where the person realizes they are dreaming and can consciously interact with the dream environment, have been the subject of scientific experiments for years. To facilitate access to these states, researchers have created technological devices capable of increasing the chances of lucidity during sleep. Special masks, like the Nova Dreamer and REM Dreamer, emit flashes of light or subtle sounds during REM sleep, the phase in which the most vivid dreams occur. These lights are incorporated into the dream and act as a trigger to help the person realize they are dreaming. Devices like the Oura Ring and Muse S analyze brain patterns during sleep and emit light stimuli to help prolong lucid dream stages. Apps like Lucid Dreamer and Awoken provide sound reminders and induction techniques to increase self-awareness during sleep. Some even allow users to set themes for their dreams, influencing their subconscious content. These technologies show that we are getting closer and closer to learning how to control and direct our dreams, which could be an incredible tool for creativity, problem-solving, and exploring consciousness. If you've ever wished to record a dream and relive it later, know that this may be closer to reality than we think. Scientists are developing ways to map and translate brain patterns during sleep, creating visual representations of dreams. One of the most surprising advances comes from research conducted at Kyoto University in Japan. Using functional magnetic resonance imaging and artificial intelligence, scientists were able to identify brain activity patterns associated with images that volunteers saw in their dreams. Then, an algorithm was trained to translate these images into rudimentary visual representations. Although it's still not possible to record a dream with precise details, these studies indicate that technology could evolve to a stage where we will be able to recreate our dreams visually, more and more clearly. In addition, researchers at UC Berkeley have developed similar technology to recreate videos based on participants' brain activity. The next step? Apply this technique to dreams to reveal more complex images of what happens in the sleeping mind. If this technology continues to evolve, we might in the future be able to watch our own dreams as if they were movies recorded by the mind. This opens the possibility of analyzing subconscious patterns, exploring hidden memories, and even studying how consciousness interacts with different realities while we sleep. Another intriguing line of research is the possibility of communication within dreams. Some experiences suggest that two or more people can meet in the same dream, but until now, there has been no scientific evidence of this phenomenon. However, in 2021, a study at Northwestern University achieved something groundbreaking, establishing a communication channel between sleeping people and awake researchers. The scientists trained the participants to respond to questions while they were dreaming. Using predetermined facial signals and eye movements, the volunteers were able to communicate simple words and solve math problems within the dream. The combination of neuroscience, artificial intelligence, and new technologies is revolutionizing our understanding of dreams. The possibility of inducing lucid dreams, decoding mental images, and even establishing communication during sleep brings us closer to a future where we can explore the mind in ways never imagined before. While these discoveries offer countless possibilities, they also raise important questions. To what extent should we intervene in the nature of dreams? How could these technologies impact our perception of reality? The fact is that we are at the beginning of a new era where science and spirituality might come together to unravel the mysteries of the sleeping consciousness. Dreams have always been an endless source of inspiration for some of humanity's greatest geniuses. From revolutionary inventions to artistic masterpieces, many of the most impressive breakthroughs in history emerged in altered states of consciousness during sleep. But what makes dreams such a powerful environment for creativity? During sleep, the brain enters a state where rational barriers are lowered, allowing for free associations of ideas, processing of subconscious information, and the emergence of unexpected insights. This phenomenon has been studied by neuroscientists, who discovered that while we dream, our minds behave similarly to what happens in meditative states and deep creative flow. Throughout history, several famous personalities have reported making scientific discoveries, innovative ideas, and finding solutions to complex problems through their dreams. Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev spent years trying to organize the chemical elements in a logical way. One night, after a long period of work, he dreamed of a table where the elements perfectly fit together according to their properties. Upon waking, he quickly wrote everything down, and that's how the periodic table was born, one of the pillars of modern chemistry. Elias Howe, the inventor of the modern sewing machine, had trouble creating an efficient mechanism. In a dream, he saw himself surrounded by warriors holding spears with holes at the tips. Upon waking, he realized the solution was in the needle of the machine. It was simply a matter of placing the hole at the tip, not at the base as he had been trying. Tesla claimed that many of his inventions came to him in states of lucid dreaming or deep meditation. He could mentally visualize complex machines in detail before even building them. The surrealist artist Salvador Dali used a curious method to access his creativity. He would hold a metal spoon while dozing off, and as he entered a light sleep phase, his muscles would relax, causing the spoon to fall to the ground and waking him abruptly. In this in-between state, he would capture surreal images and turn them into his paintings. Author Mary Shelley came up with the idea for her iconic book, Frankenstein, after a vivid dream in which she saw a scientist bringing a creature to life through electricity. This moment inspired one of the most famous stories in literature. During REM sleep, the brain goes through processes that accelerate creativity in surprising ways. One reason for this is that it connects information in a non-linear manner, allowing seemingly unrelated concepts to combine in innovative ways. While awake, we follow more rigid thought patterns, but during dreams, unexpected ideas can emerge spontaneously. Additionally, the brain processes memories and experiences gained throughout the day, organizing them in the subconscious and facilitating the emergence of creative solutions without conscious effort. Another important factor is that dreams allow access to deeper parts of the mind. Symbols and metaphors in the dream world often carry hidden messages and reveal insights that the rational mind doesn't immediately perceive. Moreover, during sleep, the brain shuts down its critical filter, reducing logical censorship and allowing innovative thoughts to emerge without being automatically dismissed. With this understanding, we can learn to use dreams as a powerful tool to unlock ideas and solve problems creatively. To harness the power of dreams and stimulate creativity, some techniques can be applied. The first of these is dream incubation, which involves focusing on a problem or question before going to bed. This can be done by writing it down in a journal or mentally repeating an intention, such as, "I want to have a dream that helps me find a solution for this project." In this way, the subconscious will be directed to work on the theme during sleep. Another effective strategy is to keep a creative dream journal, noting any idea or image that comes to mind upon waking. Often, valuable insights are quickly lost because they're not immediately recorded. Additionally, experimenting with the hypnagogic state can be a great ally for creativity. This state occurs in the moments between wakefulness and sleep, when the mind enters an intense creative flow. To explore it, you can use Salvador Dali's method, holding a light object in your hand and relaxing until you're almost asleep. As soon as the object falls, the sudden awakening can bring unique visions and ideas. Using binaural beats can also help stimulate the brain. Specific sound frequencies, especially in the theta range, 4 to 8 Hz, are ideal for inducing deep relaxation and facilitating vivid dreams. By applying these techniques, we can turn sleep into a true creativity laboratory, harnessing the power of the mind to explore new ideas and unlock innovative potential. Many people wonder if the mystical dreams they've had were just creations of the mind or authentic experiences of contact with higher planes. There are a few signs that may indicate a genuine spiritual experience during sleep. One of the main indicators is the feeling of extreme clarity and lucidity. Unlike regular dreams, these moments often have more vibrant colors, sharper detail, and a strong sense of presence, as if the experience is more real than waking life. Moreover, the intense emotion upon waking is a significant factor. Many people report waking up with a profound sense of love, peace, or even euphoria after having a spiritual dream. Another important aspect is the receiving of deep messages or teachings. Spiritual dreams often bring knowledge that a person wouldn't consciously have access to, and these teachings often only make sense after some time, when the person starts noticing their application in real life. Reunions with deceased loved ones are also a strong indicator of a spiritual dream. If a loved one appeared in an extremely real way, conveyed a clear message, and you woke up with a strong sense of true contact, that may have been an authentic experience, not just a reflection of the mind. Recurring dreams with the same being or environment may indicate that you are accessing a specific spiritual dimension. Many people report encountering the same spiritual guides in different dreams or visiting places they've never seen in waking life, but that always appear with consistent details. If you've made it this far, congratulations, because I'm going to teach you something that no one tells you. You're about to learn a powerful technique to develop the ability to awaken within your dreams. The Wake Back to Bed technique is one of the most effective methods for inducing lucid dreams and increasing dream recall. Based on scientific research about the sleep cycle, this technique taps into the moment when we are most likely to enter the REM state, where the most vivid and intense dreams occur. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night, gone back to sleep, and had an incredibly vivid dream without realizing it, you may have experienced the effects of the Wake Back to Bed technique spontaneously. However, when applied consciously and strategically, this technique becomes a powerful tool. WBTB is a relatively simple but highly effective process that involves the following steps. Set a time to wake up during the night. The first step is to set an alarm to wake up after about 4 to 6 hours of sleep. This is because during the first half of the night, we spend more time in deep sleep, NREM, while the second half of the night is dominated by REM sleep, the phase most conducive to lucid dreams. Stay awake for 20 to 40 minutes. Once you wake up, try to stay awake for at least 20 to 40 minutes. The goal of this step is to slightly increase your alertness, ensuring that your brain remains more active when you go back to sleep. During this time, avoid bright lights and stimulating activities, but focus on something related to lucid dreaming, such as reading about lucid dreams or reviewing your dream journal. Go back to sleep with a clear intention. After your wakeful period, lie back down with a firm intention to realize when you're dreaming, repeating phrases like, "The next time I dream, I will realize that I am dreaming," helps to program your subconscious to awaken within the dream. Stay relaxed and aware of hypnagogic images. As you fall asleep again, try to stay as aware as possible. Often, images and sensations will appear before fully entering the dream. These phenomena are called hypnagogic hallucinations. If you manage to maintain awareness, you could directly enter a lucid dream, a technique called WILD, wake-induced lucid dreaming. If not, simply having programmed your mind will significantly increase your chances of becoming lucid within the dream. The effectiveness of the Wake Back to Bed technique has been confirmed by various studies on lucid dreaming, and its foundation lies in the neurobiology of sleep. When we wake up during or just before the REM phase, the brain activity associated with dreaming remains, making it easier to directly enter that stage when we go back to sleep, thus increasing the chances of realizing we're dreaming. Additionally, the activation of the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and decision-making, promotes self-awareness within the dream. Another important factor is that this technique reduces the inertia of deep sleep, making the mind more alert and facilitating dream recall and control. To enhance the effects of the technique, some strategies can be applied. Combining Wake Back to Bed with the MILD technique, by repeating affirmations before bed, reinforces the intention to recognize the dream. Avoiding bright lights during the wakeful period helps preserve melatonin production and makes it easier to fall back asleep. Similarly, avoiding caffeine or heavy foods before bedtime reduces interference with the REM sleep cycle. The wakeful period can also be adjusted for each person, varying between 10 minutes and 1 hour, to figure out what works best. Finally, patience and consistency are key because, like any skill, inducing lucid dreams requires continuous practice until the results begin to show.